I know that there are people out there who work from home, and there are certain aspects of their day that impact heavily on the productivity of their work. And that usually has something to do with the fact of where they're actually working, their environment of which they're working in. So I'm talking about if you're working from home but you don't have a designated space, or you do, but it's actually in a room that has a different role. So if you're thinking maybe your workspace is on the dining room table, or on the kitchen table, or in the living room. These areas all have their own different roles. The dining room's for eating in, the kitchen's for making the food in, doing the cleaning in. This is the difficult one. And then the living room's for relaxing, chilling out, not really working environment. So if you're in an environment where you're meant to be working and that environment has a different role, it's always quite difficult to tune out of that other role, especially if you are the housewife or husband. If that is your other hat that you wear, where you have responsibilities of emptying bins, loading dishwashers, dealing with 3-day wet old laundry, sorting out minky cat food, all that sort of stuff. If that's your responsibility, then it's really hard to switch that off when you've got to sit down and actually do some work. And I bet if you put yourself in a different environment, your productivity on your work would be a lot better. And I would suggest that that type of environment could be an outdoor office. We're in my one. This is mine. This is my studio. This is where I come every day, and this is where I enjoy a productive working lifestyle. So I can escape to this place, and I know that everything else on the outside is on the outside. It's out there. It's not in here. I don't have to deal with it if it's out there. It's great. And it certainly does make a difference. I work from home as well. I work all the time. And, you know, I work on the kitchen table, but every time I'm working on the kitchen table, I'm multitasking. I'm doing 1,000,001 different things. And also my mind is concentrating on other things than what's on the screen. The focus is not 100% there. So that is exactly the type of people that would maybe want to consider an alternative working space. If you have your own shed or summer house that's already in your garden, and you're thinking, hey, that's a brilliant idea, I want to be able to modify that so I can go and work in it. Or maybe you're thinking, I want a brand new one, I want one that's already all ready to go. Then I can help with both of those things. And that's where we're going to take you in the next videos.